Tupac had a lot of enemies, but one man who hated him the most was Diddy. He had zero love for Tupac or Suge Knight, and whenever they met, it was war on all fronts. Ultimately, Diddy found a way to allegedly take out Tupac, and now he's about to pay the ultimate price. All evidence pointing to him shows that he's going to be behind bars for a hell of a long time. Keep watching till the end of this video to see how Diddy is allegedly sentenced for Tupac's murder. Goodbye forever. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Now, Diddy allegedly paid KD to take out Tupac. Diddy has consistently been the linchpin of the entire operation that led to Tupac Shakur's demise. Until recently, Diddy remained in the background, feigning ignorance about the ongoing events. As the police began piecing the clues together and KD was apprehended for Tupac's murder, rumors began circulating, implicating Diddy in the crime. In one of KD's many stories to the cops, he detailed how Diddy masterminded the assassination of Tupac while acknowledging his own role in the killing. He asserted that Diddy was the architect behind it all. After the airing of the 2018 series Death Row Chronicles on BIT, which showcased some of Keef's initial public statements on the shooting, the Las Vegas police revisited the case. In 2008, KD initially discussed Diddy's role in the shooting with the Los Angeles police while seeking immunity in connection to a PCP drug ring case. This confession was subsequently detailed in the 2011 book Murder Rap, authored by Greg Kading, a former detective involved in the case. During the investigation, Key claimed that Tupac was shot by his nephew, Orlando "Baby" Lane Anderson, from the car they were in. "If they would have driven on my side, I would have popped them," Key added. The gun was a Glock 40, hidden in a secret compartment in the armrest. "I ain't never told nobody that story, man," he said. Key claimed that seeing Diddy Combs ordered the hit, allegedly telling him, "Man, I want to get rid of them dudes," referring to Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight. Key said Diddy's issue with Knight stemmed from Knight's infamous diss to the Bad Boy executive at the 1995 Source Awards. At first, Diddy only wanted Knight, Key said, but he later targeted Tupac as well for his diss, Hit and Mub, which took aim at the Notorious Big and Bad Boy. Key and Diddy allegedly settled the terms of the hit at Greenblatt's Deli, where Kim requested $1 million to kill both Tupac and Knight. Key claimed he told Diddy, "We'll wipe their ass out quick, man, it's nothing." In his 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend, Key provided more details about the information he had previously given police. He wrote of an alleged meeting with Diddy at Greenblatt's, where Diddy requested the hit on Tupac and Suge Knight. "Like the lion on the Serengeti, I'm able to smell and see fear," he wrote. Puffy was full of fear. Key wrote that he told Diddy that killing both Knight and Tupac was not a problem for him. Key then described seeing Tupac stick his head out of a BMW, their car turning around, and pulling up next to Tupac and Knight at a stoplight. He said that Knight looked terrified and Tupac reached for a gun after seeing their white Cadillac. "That's when the fireworks started," he wrote. "One of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting. They then drove off and later even saw the two ambulances carrying Tupac and Suge Knight." Diddy's first attempt on Tupac's life, faced with allegations of orchestrating an attack on Tupac, Diddy sought to deflect blame by accusing the Los Angeles Times of falsehoods in its report, connecting him to the 1994 shooting. Diddy vehemently refuted the newspaper's assertion, which was based on FBI records and exclusive interviews, that he was aware of his friend's intentions to ambush Tupac at a music studio in New York City. "It is beyond ridiculous and completely false," Diddy said in a statement after the Times website posted the report. "I am shocked that the Los Angeles Times would be so irresponsible as to publish a baseless and completely untrue story." The newspaper claimed that two Diddy associates, James "Jimmy" Henchman Rosemond and Jimmy Sabatino, helped stage a robbery of Tupac after offering the late rapper $7,000 to record a track at the studio on the night in question. Tupac sustained 4 gunshot wounds but fortunately survived the assault, which happened nearly 2 years before his unsolved murder in Las Vegas. Christopher Wallace, the rapper propelled to fame by Diddy's Bad Boy records as the Notorious Big, met his demise months later, believed to be in retaliation. Rosemond, a former convict who had risen to prominence in the hip-hop industry as a talent manager, alleged libel against the Times and dismissed the story as rubbish, specifically naming the Times reporter who had been probing Tupac's murder for over 6 years. Rosemond conveyed his discontent to the Associated Press. Chuck Phillips has reached a new low by employing forehand information from desperate jailhouse informants, along with ancient FBI reports, to create this fabrication. Phillips, who disclosed in 2002 that B.I.G supplied money and a firearm to Tupac's assailant, located the three individuals responsible for the robbery in 1994. Out of the trio, only one affirmed the newspaper account implicating Rosemond. Tupac publicly held Diddy and B.I.G responsible for his shooting, attributing the incident to the violent feud between his West Coast group and their East Coast rap network. The Times report referenced a B.I.G track recorded after the assault that detailed the circumstances and incorporated the lyric, "You rewind this bad boy's behind this." Diddy tried to have Tupac's brother, Mopreme Shaker, killed. Mopreme Shaker disclosed that Diddy contacted him to deny any involvement in the 1996 murder of the rap superstar. In a conversation with The Art of the Dialogue, Mopreme mentioned that Puff Daddy had reached out to him to address and dispel any rumors regarding his role in Tupac's death. "The boy Puff called me, though," Mopreme said. "Puff called me back in the day. He was like, 'I just want you to know I ain't have nothing to do with your brother's murder. I know who you are, but we never met, and I just want to call you man to man and let you know that I ain't have nothing to do with your brother's death." Mopreme Shaker recently addressed the long-standing rumors implicating the CEO of Bad Boy Records in the tragic death of Tupac Shakur during an appearance on the comedy Hype news show. With the recent arrest and charges laid against Dwayne Keith Davis in connection to Tupac's murder, Mopreme pointed out, "I don't have to do anything. This individual Key D mentioned Diddy's name. Law enforcement has a job to do. Will they do it?" His remarks suggest a potential shift in the narrative surrounding Tupac's untimely demise, indicating a possibility of further investigation into Diddy's alleged involvement. Moreover, Mopreme's comments hint at a sense of vindication for Tupac, whose sanity and credibility were often questioned during the tumultuous events leading up to his death. In retrospect, it seems that Tupac's claims and suspicions may have had more substance than previously acknowledged, shedding new light on the circumstances surrounding his passing. Mopreme expressed gratitude for the call, but found it challenging to fully accept Diddy's innocence in the matter. At the time, he was actively seeking information about his brother's death, prompting him to reach out to Diddy for a conversation. He remained skeptical, believing that Diddy might be attempting to protect himself and secure some goodwill in case of complications or potential arrests. Mopreme Shaker first tackled the rumors of the Bad Boy CEO being involved in Tupac's death on the comedy Hype news show. On the heels of Dwayne Keith Davis being arrested and charged in Tupac's murder, Mopreme said, "I don't have to do anything. This individual Key D mentioned Diddy's name. Law enforcement has a job to do. Will they do it?" It does feel like Pac is getting vindicated because back in those days, when things were going down, everybody thought he was crazy. Mopreme said he was grateful for his freedom and lamented that he couldn't say the same for his late brother, Tupac. He shared that he closely monitors media coverage of the case and has observed developments. Mopreme noted that various names have surfaced, and the pieces of the puzzle are gradually falling into place. He remains hopeful that one day, the true perpetrator of his brother's murder will be apprehended and brought to justice.